The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Fields. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play action, Fields. And Shark calls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Fields going to hold on to it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Mon now off of play action. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the play fake, Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
in our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Cook running right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 31,
Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be?
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action here. Mond. Again, he targets more. This one is complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Fields on first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now it's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run. Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give running right is Akers.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Out of the gun, Fields.
To the third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bond going to throw it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a yard, Mond. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mond's throw complete there to Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mond. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Mond. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8.